Have you ever wondered why your doctor always checks creatinine when you get a blood test? It's the simplest way to see how well your kidneys are doing their job. When that number goes up, it means waste is getting stuck in your body. And when your GFR drops, it's a sign your filters are slowing down. Both are gentle warnings your body is whispering, don't ignore them. But here's something most people never hear from their doctor: a few simple dry fruits can make a real difference for your kidneys. Not fancy or hard to find, just the right ones, eaten the right way. These little foods can calm inflammation, lower blood pressure, and help your body flush out toxins more easily. You probably already have some of them in your kitchen. Stay with me, the third one might really surprise you. And wait until you hear the bonus tip at the end. It could change your daily routine. Let's start with one of my favorites, a dry fruit packed with omega-3s and antioxidants. Dry fruit 1, walnuts. Walnuts aren't just a crunchy snack. They're tiny powerhouses for kidney health if you eat them right. Every ounce gives you about 2.5 grams of omega-3 fatty acids, known for their powerful anti-inflammatory effects. When inflammation in the kidneys goes down, your filtration improves, and creatinine levels tend to calm. It's like giving your kidneys a deep breath of relief. They're also rich in alpha-linolenic acid, a plant-based omega-3 that helps keep your blood vessels flexible and strong. When blood flows easily, your kidneys receive a steady stream of oxygen and nutrients, exactly what they need to heal and work efficiently. In fact, studies from the National Institutes of Health show that better blood vessel health is directly linked to a stronger GFR, the very number your doctor tracks to see how fast your kidneys filter waste. And then there are the antioxidants, polyphenol and ellagic acid. These protect your kidney cells from oxidative stress, the invisible wear and tear caused by free radicals. It's that hidden stress that can make you feel drained or tired all the time. By feeding your body more antioxidants, you give your kidneys a chance to rest, repair, and even regenerate. Walnuts also bring magnesium to the table, around 45 milligrams per ounce. Magnesium helps relax your blood vessels and supports healthy blood pressure, which in turn lightens the load on your kidneys. A calm, steady blood pressure means less pressure on those delicate filters inside you. For the perfect serving, aim for about a quarter cup, or 7 whole walnuts a day. Morning or midday is best, that way your body uses the healthy fats for energy. Try tossing them into oatmeal, or blend them into a simple walnut butter, no sugar, no oils, for a smooth, kidney-friendly spread. When buying walnuts, always go for raw, unsalted, and shelled ones. The flavored or candied types might look tempting, but the extra salt and sugar only add more stress to your kidneys. Keep them in a cool, dry spot or even in the fridge to preserve those precious healthy oils. One little note of caution: walnuts are calorie dense. A small handful is plenty. And if you ever find them hard to digest, try soaking them overnight. It softens them beautifully and makes them gentler on your stomach. Would you be willing to give that a try? Just 7 soaked walnuts a day to start? Your kidneys might thank you more than you think. Dry fruit 2, dried apples. Now, let's talk about something that might already be sitting in your kitchen: a chewy little fruit that feels like a sweet treat but secretly does wonders for your kidneys: dried apples. Before we dive in, I'd really love to know where you're watching from, and what's the biggest kidney challenge you're facing right now. If you're here because you want to lower your creatinine naturally and give your kidneys a second chance, make sure to hit subscribe and turn on that notification bell. And if what you're hearing helps you, type a 1 in the comments or a 0 if it doesn't. That simple feedback helps me make this space more useful for you. Now, back to our dried apples. They might seem simple, but they're quietly powerful. Just a quarter cup serving gives you around 2.7 grams of soluble fiber, and that fiber is like a gentle broom for your body. It binds to uremic toxins inside your gut before they can sneak into your bloodstream. Those toxins are what push creatinine up and make your kidneys work overtime. The National Institutes of Health has found that diets rich in soluble fiber tend to have lower levels of those same toxins, and that means lighter, happier kidneys. But that's not all. Dried apples are also full of polyphenol, especially flavonoids and quercetin. These are the quiet protectors that help blood flow smoothly through your kidneys, feeding every tiny blood vessel with oxygen and nutrients. Better circulation means your kidneys can filter waste more efficiently and keep your GFR stable. Quercetin, in particular, acts like armor for your kidneys' delicate filters, protecting the cells that line your blood vessels from everyday damage. And here's something you'll love: dried apples are naturally low in potassium, much lower than dried bananas or apricots. That's important, because when your kidneys are struggling, too much potassium can build up and affect your heart rhythm. So with dried apples, you get all the benefits without the risk. Now, let's talk about how to enjoy them the right way. About 1/4 to 1/3 cup per day is perfect. The afternoon is a great time to eat them. They satisfy your sweet cravings, add fiber, and keep you full without putting extra strain on your kidneys. You can toss them into Greek yogurt for a creamy snack, sprinkle them over a salad for some crunch, or mix them into trail mix for long-lasting energy. If you want to get creative, try chopping dried apples into savory dishes, like a warm grain bowl. They add a touch of sweetness and texture that turns simple meals into something special. And honestly, making your own dried apples at home is easier than you might think. Just slice up some fresh apples thinly, lay them on a baking tray, and bake at 200 degrees Fahrenheit, about 93 degrees Celsius, for 2 hours. The result? Naturally sweet, chewy apple slices, no sugar, no oil, no guilt. If you're sensitive to preservatives or have asthma, homemade versions are even better. Store-bought dried apples sometimes contain sulfur dioxide, a chemical that helps them keep their color longer but can trigger headaches, breathing issues, or skin irritation in some people. Always check the label and skip anything that says candied or caramel coated. Those might taste good for a second, but all that added sugar only leads to trouble spiking your blood sugar, adding fat around your organs, and silently pushing your kidneys closer to burnout. The American Diabetes Association has been warning about this for years. Too much sugar accelerates kidney damage. So, when you shop, look for unsweetened, preservative-free, or organic dried apples. They may cost a little more, but your kidneys and your energy will thank you for it. If you're finding this helpful so far, take just a second to tap that like button. Dry fruit 3, almonds. Now, let's move on to something nutty, crunchy, and quietly powerful: almonds. Most people see them as just a convenient snack, but almonds carry a secret that goes much deeper, especially when it comes to protecting your kidneys. Each ounce of almonds gives you about 1 gram of arginine, a special amino acid that helps your blood vessels relax and open up. Why does that matter? Because when your kidney blood flow improves, filtration becomes smoother and more efficient. It's like giving your kidneys room to breathe again. Poor circulation inside the kidneys is one of the silent reasons kidney damage progresses faster than it should. But here's the good news. Researchers from the National Kidney Foundation have found that foods rich in arginine can actually help those delicate microvessels inside your kidneys work better, supporting stability over time. Another reason almonds deserve a place in your day is their high vitamin E content. Just 1 ounce gives you about 7.3 milligrams, and this antioxidant is one of your kidney's best friends. Vitamin E helps neutralize free radicals, the unstable molecules that slowly chip away at healthy cells and tissues. By including almonds regularly, you're helping your kidneys stay resilient against that daily wear and tear. And here's something interesting. According to the American Institute for Cancer Research, the vitamin E found naturally in nuts like almonds is more bioavailable than what you get from most supplements. In other words, your body actually uses it better. Almonds also deliver a generous dose of magnesium, around 76 milligrams per ounce. Magnesium plays a quiet but powerful role in relaxing blood vessels and lowering blood pressure, one of the biggest stressors for kidneys. When your blood pressure is balanced, your kidneys don't have to push as hard, which means less strain and lower creatinine over time. In fact, studies from the Mayo Clinic show that people who get enough magnesium tend to have better kidney function than those who don't. So how much should you eat? About 1 ounce per day, that's roughly 23 almonds. It's enough to give your kidneys the benefits without adding too many calories. You can enjoy them roasted, as long as they're unsalted, or, even better, soak them overnight. Soaking softens their texture, makes them easier to digest, and may even help unlock more of their antioxidants. Would you consider swapping your usual evening snack for a handful of soaked almonds if it meant supporting your kidney health? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear if you'd actually give it a try. And if you want to make things more fun, there are plenty of creative ways to enjoy them. Blend a spoonful of almond butter with berries and unsweetened yogurt for a creamy, kidney-friendly smoothie. Use almond flour in pancakes or muffins for a rich, nutty flavor with extra fiber and protein. Roll almond date energy bites for a quick boost, but remember, keep the dates in moderation since they're higher in potassium. Of course, there are a few things to watch out for. Flavored almonds like honey roasted or barbecue often come loaded with sodium and additives that undo all the good almonds can do. And even with plain ones, moderation is key. Almonds are dense in nutrients and potassium, so eating handfuls at a time can be too much, especially if your kidney function is already low. Keep it simple. Keep it balanced. Just a small serving of almonds each day can quietly support your blood pressure, your circulation, and your kidney's natural rhythm. Sometimes, it's these little daily habits that bring the biggest results. Dry fruit. 4. Raisins. We've talked about nuts and fruits, but now, let's turn to something tiny, wrinkled, and wonderfully sweet. Don't let their size fool you. These little gems carry big healing power. I'm talking about raisins. Most of us think of raisins as just a sugary snack, maybe something you toss into oatmeal or cookies. But when eaten the right way, they can actually help nourish your kidneys from the inside out. Raisins are rich in boron, a trace mineral that rarely gets attention but plays a quiet, essential role in kidney and bone health. And hidden inside that chewy sweetness is another star compound, resveratrol. You might recognize that name. It's the same antioxidant found in grapes and red wine. Researchers at Harvard University have studied resveratrol for years because of how it protects blood vessels and supports smooth circulation. And better blood flow means better kidney filtration, helping your body clear out creatinine and other waste more easily. When your kidneys filter efficiently, your whole body feels it. Fluid balance improves. Electrolytes stay steadier. You feel lighter, less sluggish, more stable. But raisins don't stop there. Just 1 ounce gives you around 1.6 grams of fiber, which helps your gut flush toxins before they reach your bloodstream. A cleaner gut means less work for your kidneys. In fact, researchers from Johns Hopkins University have found that people who eat more dietary fiber tend to have a lower metabolic load on their kidneys. Imagine that something as small as a handful of raisins easing the burden on your body's hardest working organs. Raisins also offer a gentle boost of iron, which is especially valuable if you're dealing with anemia, a common problem in kidney disease. Remember, your kidneys help produce the hormone that makes red blood cells, and when they're struggling, fatigue often creeps in. Iron helps your blood carry oxygen again, bringing back some of that missing energy. Do you often feel more tired than you should? Sometimes, that exhaustion isn't just age or stress, it's your body quietly asking for help. Here's the good news: you don't need many raisins to feel their benefits. About 2 tablespoons a day, roughly 30 raisins, is enough. Try adding them to your morning oatmeal, mixing them with whole grain cereal, or enjoying them as a light snack before an evening walk. They'll give you gentle, steady energy while supporting circulation and digestion all at once. Of course, the type of raisin matters. Look for sun-dried, unsulfured ones free from preservatives that can cause sensitivities or allergic reactions. Keep them in an airtight jar to protect their natural oils and keep them soft. And a quick word of caution: raisins are naturally sweet. More isn't better. Eating too many can raise blood sugar levels, which can quietly harm your kidneys over time, especially if you're managing diabetes. Some packaged raisins also come coated in oils or extra sugar to make them shiny and sticky. Avoid those if you can. They add calories but no real benefit. So next time you reach for a snack, remember this: raisins may be small, but they carry resveratrol to protect your blood vessels, fiber to lower creatinine load, and iron to fight fatigue. It all comes down to balance, choosing the pure kind, eating them mindfully, and letting their quiet strength work for you, one handful at a time. Dry fruit 5. Pistachios. And now, we've reached the last on our list: a rich, buttery nut that doesn't just taste amazing but also carries a secret most people overlook. Let's talk about pistachios. At first glance, they seem like just another snack you grab by the handful. But when you look closer, pistachios reveal something special: a perfect balance of protein and phosphorus, which makes them surprisingly gentle on the kidneys when eaten smartly. Just 1 ounce, about 49 little kernels, packs around 6 grams of plant-based protein. Unlike heavy animal protein, this kind is much easier on your kidneys. It gives your body what it needs to build and repair tissue without leaving behind the excess waste that animal protein often does. It's clean, steady energy, nourishing without overburdening. Now, here's something most people don't know: pistachios are also full of antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin. You may have heard of these for eye health, but research from the National Institutes of Health shows they also protect kidney cells by calming down oxidative stress, that invisible process where free radicals slowly wear down your tissues. When oxidative stress is reduced, your kidney filters can stay stronger for longer. Have you ever thought about how the small things you snack on each day might quietly shape the future of your kidney health? Pistachios are a perfect example of that: tiny, but powerful. Each ounce also carries around 291 milligrams of potassium. Now, potassium is a double-edged sword. It helps regulate heart rhythm, muscle function, and fluid balance, but too much can overwhelm weak kidneys. The good news? Pistachios actually have less potassium than fruits like bananas, making them a safer choice when eaten in moderation. A small handful a day can help support blood pressure and fluid balance without crossing the line. So what's the best way to enjoy them? Aim for about 1 ounce per day, those same 49 kernels. They make a perfect mid-morning snack. The mix of protein, fiber, and healthy fats helps steady blood sugar and curb cravings. If you have trouble chewing, you can blend pistachios into a smoothie for a creamy, satisfying texture that's still easy on digestion. They're especially great for seniors who want something soft yet nutrient-dense. When you shop for pistachios, remember the simpler, the better. Choose raw, unsalted, or dry-roasted varieties. These keep their natural nutrition intact. Skip the flavored ones. Those chili, garlic, or ranch versions are usually loaded with additives and sodium that can quietly raise blood pressure and irritate your kidneys. And those bright green dyed pistachios? Avoid them if you can. The artificial colors don't add anything but extra chemicals your kidneys have to process. If cracking open the shells feels tiring, go for pre-shelled pistachios. They're easier to eat and make portion control much simpler. Keep them in airtight jars away from sunlight to preserve their flavor and nutrients longer. Now, here's a gentle reminder: pistachios might feel light and harmless, but it's easy to overeat them. Too many at once can add unnecessary calories and sugar, leading to weight gain and extra stress on your kidneys. And if they're salted, the sodium can quietly undo all their good work by raising your blood pressure. So, enjoy them but mindfully. A small handful of natural pistachios each day can become a quiet act of care for your kidneys, a small, daily ritual that says, "I'm taking charge of my health." And really, sometimes that's what healing is all about: not grand gestures, but simple choices made consistently, one delicious bite at a time. If you feel like I truly understood your struggle and offered a solution that matters, type the word relief in the comments. I'd really love to know this brought some comfort to you.